Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Just in, good news to all Edo teachers as Edo governor declares salary payment. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Thank you very much for supporting us. Please don't forget to like us, to share, to subscribe. We really appreciate you. Well, my people, you might be wondering what is good about the news. Yes, it's good, though. I don't want to mention states. Today, the focus is Edo State with regards to the election coming up in September the 19th. So let's focus. Let's not derail. Let's not go from pillar to post. Let's keep it simple and straight. Edo State, teachers, pensioners, civil servants. The governor is already paying July salary. You know what today is? Today is just 25th. The governor is already paying the salaries. I beg your pardon. Please go to other states. We have 36 states in the federation, 36, and see how many months teachers their salaries have been held by the government. It's not because the money is not there. Corruption. Their salary for teachers, they don't consider education to be anything. Hence, they send their children abroad to school. Teachers are the teachers our children that should shape in the minds of the young ones for the future, to develop the economy, to make sure Nigeria is good. They don't care. That's why ASU can go on strike. They don't bloody give a damn. Why? Why, I ask again? Because they have opportunity to send their children abroad. If your governor in your state with only God is my weakness. I don't have anything with Obaseki. I've never met him other than see his picture. I don't know what it looks like on ground. God is my weakness. I've never spoken to this man. But when you hear of somebody doing good things, you appreciate the person. At Apple Line Media, we condemn bad governance and we encourage good ones to do more. If this man is paying your salaries, my dear, paying up to July, go ahead and thank God. Some teachers are being held 24 months. It's not supposed to be so. Anyone who has worked should get his salary. It's not like he's doing you a luxury. It's your right. But that is being paid in Nigeria as at today, you are blessed. Anyway, let's carry on with the news and get all the details. Just in, good news to all Edo teachers as the governor declares salary payment. Edo state government has demanded that it isn't attributed to the protest labor of the old Edo State College of Education, taking note of the compensation on fulfilled obligation owed at the end of the last administration. I make sure that I cleared all your area salary when I came in on board as your governor. In an announcement, special advisor to the Edo State governor on media and communication strategy, Mr. Kochis Osage, said the distance is politically pursued by interest keen on humiliating the government administration. He said that it must be expressed that the Edo state government isn't owing any specialist of the old Edo State College of Education. This is half-year overdue debt owed by the quick past organizers having been cleared. In compliance with common decree and taking into sight the need to support their families while the laborers are sublime, we don't do that in our administration. In different universities and training in different aspects of the country, we have made sure that every educational personnel are being paid their salaries and paid promptly. The federal government has since assumed control of the organization of the College of Education, which is being transformed to a Federal College of Education Technology. It's now a federal government project. But for the teachers and every other government parastatals in education that make sure our children are being taught, your salaries are all paid. Even the July one, the government has given order for it to be paid immediately. The government around has said the financial struggle and accommodation of schools and teachers the salaries has been raised by 65%, and to make sure that they focus on their job to make sure our children are well taught. We are here committed to education to make sure that Edo State is well educated and we do not jeopardize with the education of our children. This administration values education. This administration wants to make our children the best in the world. And as such, we are providing the enabling environment so that our children are adequately taught. We are making sure that those state children go to the best of schools, doing the best as God has given us ability to be able to do. Government has paid the workers in Edo and can so win the hearts of the people during the election. Where you heard Governor Gordon Obaseki has paid all the teachers and has even given them a 65% increment, over the course of his administration, which was not done. He said when he came into administration, when he took over government, they were own arrears. The teachers in the state were own their salaries, some of their salaries, people were being held salaries. But what he did was to make sure that those salaries were cleared. As soon as he came into administration, he said, we make sure that those salaries were cleared and that the children are able to go to school in an enabling environment. Teachers are not feeling that their salaries have not been paid and as a result are not teaching our children very well. The governor said, we value education. It is part of the cross of our administration, and as such, we want to make sure that our children get the best. How do we facilitate this? One of the ways is to make sure that the teachers who are teaching our children are well taken care of. When they work, they get their salaries and their salaries are well paid, so that they are encouraged to do their job and they don't feel discouraged. They don't go there not, commencing or doing anything that would jeopardize the learning of our children and giving them the opportunity and equal opportunity in life. So my people, Governor Gordon Obaseki also stressed that the College of Education that we're going about protesting is not like it's his duty, it's his place to pay their salaries. Those ones, he paid their salaries up until the federal government came on board and took over from him when with the intention that they are turning the College of Education into a federal institution, a federal university of technology for education. So it's changed, and since then they are the ones who are supposed to be paying because they have taken over. And we also reported initially when the government was clearing the air after the protest, they protested, they went to federal house, they went to the government house to say that their salaries have not been paid. The governor said as soon as the federal government took over, you became the federal government property. You do not work in a First Bank and you go to First City Monument Bank to collect salary. No, it's not done. As soon as the federal government took over to make the college a university, a federal university in the state, which is good, they gave an ultimatum saying that those of you that are already working in the university should bring your credentials so they're given the opportunity to first be employed before any other person. Those are some of the things that the governor put in place. The federal government has put in place to enable and to make sure that you guys get the first opportunity to be employed before they start recruitment for new people that will work in the institution. If for any reason anybody is owing you, it is the federal government. As soon as the school was turned, you became a federal property, and as such, you are working for the federal government, no longer a state government. As the state government, we paid your salaries and we made sure that we are not owing you. As a matter of fact, when we came into administration, according to Governor Gordon Obaseki, you guys were being held 6 months arrears, meaning your salary have not been paid for the last 6 months before he took over. What he said he did was that he went ahead and made sure that those salaries were cleared and you guys were paid up until date, until the federal level said they want to turn the College of Education in Edo State into a federal government college, into a federal institution. So from then on, you became the federal government property. But for teachers, for all other people, facilitators of education and knowledge in the states, he said all through his administration, 3.5 years, he has actually given them a 65% salary increment, and to make sure that they have an enabling environment, they are encouraged to continue to teach and to work for the state. Well, these are some of the things Governor Gordon Obaseki said he has done, and he has told the College of Education, I'm not owing you. For teachers, your salaries even up to July has been paid. So my people, this is what the governor is saying, clearing the air in case you have not heard. God bless you. Bye for now.